Have you ever noticed the small details of the world around you and wondered why they are the way they are? At Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, for instance, cleaners were constantly dealing with spillage in the men's urinals. Instead of putting up signs asking for better aim, they did something strange. They etched a tiny, realistic image of a housefly inside each urinal bowl. The result? Spillage plummeted by 80%. Men almost subconsciously would aim for the target. Think about a school cafeteria. For years, they struggled to get kids to eat healthier. They tried posters, lectures, nothing worked. Then, they simply rearranged the entire layout. They put the fresh fruits and salads on the first two lines of the counter at eye level. They moved the French fries and desserts to a separate, less convenient line. Without banning a single item, fruit sales increased by 25%, while dessert sales dropped. Why do these tiny, almost invisible changes have such a massive impact on our collective behavior? Are we all just puppets responding predictably to hidden strings? The answer is a bit more complex. What you're seeing isn't aggressive manipulation. It's a powerful and Nobel Prize-winning idea known as nudge theory. It's a concept that argues that by designing the environment where we make choices, the choice architecture, we can be gently guided or nudged towards making better decisions without ever restricting our freedom to choose. The architects of this theory, Richard Thaler and Kaz Sunstein, realized a profound truth. There is no such thing as a neutral design. Every menu, every website, every form you fill out is already nudging you in some direction. The only question is whether it's designed to help you or to help someone else. To understand how these nudges work, we need to look at the psychological principles that make them so effective. Principle 1. The immense power of defaults. The most powerful nudge of all is the one that works when you do absolutely nothing. It's the power of the default option. As humans, we have a strong status quo bias. We are creatures of inertia. When faced with a choice, we often stick with the pre-selected option simply because it's the easiest path. Smart choice architects use this to their advantage. The most famous and dramatic example is organ donation. In Germany, for example, you have to actively opt in to be an organ donor by carrying a donor card. The participation rate hovers around a mere 12%. In neighboring Austria, however, the system is opt-out. Every citizen is automatically considered an organ donor unless they take the effort to formally object. Their consent rate? 99%. The choice is identical, but changing the default from no to yes saves thousands of lives each year. It turns our natural laziness into a life-saving feature. This same powerful nudge is now used in finance. Many companies automatically enroll new employees into a retirement savings plan. They are free to opt out anytime, but very few do. This simple default change has massively increased long-term savings rates, helping millions secure their future. Principle 2. Salience and simplicity. A second key principle is that we are far more likely to do something if it is easy, fun, and salient, meaning it grabs our attention. The fly in the urinal is a perfect example of salience. It gives people a target, making the desired behavior automatic and even slightly entertaining. This principle of making good choices easy and fun has been tested in incredible social experiments. In Stockholm, a project called the Fun Theory sought to get more people to take the stairs instead of the escalator at a subway station. Their solution? They turned the staircase into a giant functioning piano keyboard. Each step you took played a musical note. The result was a joyful, musical experience that was impossible to ignore. Stair usage increased by 66% overnight, not because people were forced to be healthy, but because the healthy choice was suddenly the most entertaining one. The opposite is also true. Adding even a tiny amount of friction can stop a bad behavior. For example, some online stores found that simply requiring users to re-enter their credit card's CVV number instead of using the saved one was enough to reduce impulsive late-night shopping. that small bit of effort provides a crucial moment to reconsider the purchase. Principle 3. The influence of social norms. Finally, we are deeply social creatures, constantly looking to others for cues on how to behave. A well-designed nudge leverages this herd instinct for good. An American energy company called Opower did this brilliantly. They redesigned their energy bills. Along with showing your own energy usage, the new bill included a simple graph comparing your consumption to your most efficient neighbors and all neighbors in your area. Suddenly, energy consumption was no longer a private matter, it was a social comparison. No one wants to be the most wasteful person on their street. This simple social nudge, this piece of information, caused a significant and lasting 2% reduction in household energy use. It was more effective than many government campaigns, proving that sometimes the most powerful motivator isn't saving money, but simply keeping up with the Joneses. The dark side, from nudge to sludge. It's clear that nudges can be a powerful force for good, but like any tool, they can be used for less honorable purposes. Welcome to the dark side of choice architecture, sludge. Sludge is the evil twin of the nudge. It's the use of friction and confusing design deliberately to make it harder for you to do things that are in your own best interest, like canceling a service or claiming a benefit. The most infamous example is the Roach Motel of online subscriptions. They make it incredibly easy to sign up for a free trial, just one click, but when you try to cancel, you are faced with a labyrinth. You have to navigate hidden menus, answer guilt-tripping questions, and sometimes you're even required to make a phone call and wait on hold. This isn't bad design. It's excellent design with a malicious intent. The sludge is designed to make you give up so the company can keep charging your credit card. This raises a profound ethical question. Who decides what a good nudge is? While helping people save for retirement seems universally positive, what happens when governments or corporations start nudging us towards specific political views or consumer habits? The line between a helpful nudge and a manipulative sludge can be dangerously thin. Conclusion: becoming your own choice architect. So what does this all mean for you? It means recognizing that you are never making a choice in a neutral environment. The world around you, from the layout of your supermarket to the settings on your phone, is constantly shaping your decisions. The goal is not to become paranoid, but to become aware. Because once you can see the invisible architecture, you gain a new level of freedom. And more importantly, you can start to become the choice architect of your own life. You can design your environment to nudge your future self towards your own goals. Want to exercise more? Don't just rely on willpower. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. That's a nudge. Want to save more money? Set up an automatic transfer to your savings account on payday. That's a powerful default. Want to eat healthier? Put the fruit bowl on the counter and hide the cookies in a hard-to-reach cabinet. You're actively designing your own choice architecture for a better outcome. The fly in the urinal wasn't just about keeping things clean. It was a demonstration of a profound idea that sometimes the most complex human problems don't require forceful solutions, but rather a gentle, intelligent, and almost invisible push in the right direction. This is EconoMind. Subscribe and keep learning to see the world differently.